Hey y'all, welcome to watching the Christiana 321. I am the Christiana.
And I'm Irish.
You didn't even try to do an accent.
Every time I do an accent, it comes out like Indian, and I don't want to sound like a poo. That sounds racist. The guy from The Simpsons. I'm not doing it.
Oh, okay.
That's who it sounds like, the guy from The Simpsons.
I don't watch The Simpsons. Anyway. Last week's video was meant to be a joke. I thought that I had done a strange enough accent. Apparently not. I wasn't trying to fool anybody.
See, because you guys were mean in the comments, she goes back to her fake accent now.
No, most people were so nice. There was one or two that were a little bit rude, and I deleted those comments because I don't want to look at that. And I look at my comments often. So, if you're going to be mean, I'm going to delete your comment.
Don't my comments always get deleted?
No, your comments get deleted when they're rude.
Rude? We'll start deleting your comments.
You can try. You don't know all my secret accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we bought a house.
And we're in it!
This is the house. Isn't it pretty?
It smells strongly of cigarettes. I love it so much. It reminds me of when I was a kid.
Is this a story that you want on the internet?
I don't care.
Okay.
They know that I grew up with a rough past.
Okay.
And I mean, technically, I grew up in a time where everybody smoked. But, anyways.
We grew up in the same time, and nobody in my immediate family smokes.
Really?
Yeah.
When I was 10 years old, I had friends my age smoking.
I did not have any friends who smoked until probably late high school, and even then, they were like outcasts. They were like
My friends were cooler than yours.
incorrect. That is not how that works.
Anyways, on my channel, I'll be showing you how to get that smell out. But that is not what this video is about.
This video is just celebrating the fact that we bought a house together. We are not moving in together though. And we're not getting into another tangent on what that means. He is still living in his house that he's renovating. And if you want to see all of that, please go check out What's John Doing. Because he's doing a lot of stuff to his house.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also going to do a lot of stuff to my house.
Our house.
Our house. Just not living here.
Anything else you'd like to add?
The goal of this house and why we are buying it together as a joint venture is because we plan on monetizing. Not just through video this time, but also through short-term rentals. So if you want to join us on the journey of turning this very tiny home in Green Bay into a short-term rental, Airbnb, Vrbo, Booking.com, wherever else you find short-term rental accommodations, follow this channel because I'm sure that there's going to be lots of cool things. Also, some of the things will be on his channel, but you know, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm talking quietly again.
And if you want to see pictures of the house, just Google the address, 1265 Lombardi Avenue. Do you know what that address is?
Is that Lambeau Field?
That's Lambeau Field.
I knew that one. I mean, it was a guess.
But did you see how nervous she got when I started saying the address?
Yes, no, I don't want everyone on the internet to know where I live. If you figure it out, good for you. Please don't tell me. It will freak me out.
Just
a
tell
lot.
everybody else instead.
No. Anyway, for mortgage purposes and for life purposes, this is not going to be solely an Airbnb. Like I am also going to be living here. So, living in an Airbnb.
I don't know what to say to that. You were looking at me like you were expecting me to respond in some.
Because I can't be the only one talking in this video. If you're going to be in the thumbnail, you need to be in the video.
Well, I'm not on here. It was funny. They laughed. I heard them.
Yes, it's very funny. All right. What else do you have to say?
Do we want to talk numbers, or are we waiting for another day for that?
We'll talk numbers.
Okay. So, we put an offer on several houses before this one.
We put in 3 offers, 3 different houses. We also saw a 4th house, but it was not very good, so we did not put an offer on that one.
On the last house, I won't talk about the first or second, but the most recent one before this one, it was same bedrooms, same bathrooms, same size, almost everything identical. And we put in an offer, like $40,000 or $50,000 over asking.
I think it was 20,000 over. No.
Contingencies.
No contingencies.
No inspection.
Put
180.
in a gap coverage, so if the bank decides that it wasn't worth how much we were offering, we were going to cover an extra 10,000 or something.
The offer was $180,000. That house needed to be gutted down to the studs. It needed everything. We did not get it.
No, I mean, and they did an expansion on that house that was going to have to be completely taken out
they
because
had,
it was not done correctly.
In addition, the floor was like, So we ended up finding this house. And this house is,
Well, you gotta tell them what the other house sold for.
I don't know what the other house sold for.
179,000.
1,000
less than we offered.
Someone paid cash,
Probably.
or
Also,
they just didn't like your online bank.
I bank with a very reputable bank that a lot of people like and are good, and we're not giving them free advertising.
They don't have any locations in Wisconsin, so the realtor had never heard of them and kept insisting it was an online bank.
Which, yeah, they have whatever. It's not an online bank. I've banked with them since I was an infant. I've had my savings account with them since, I think, 1993, which I guess isn't an infant, but still, you guys get it. It's
got
been
my
a long
first-
time.
I got my first savings account like 4 years ago.
My parents and your parents were different people, which is why it's okay that we're dating. Anyway, so they obviously are not an online bank because they've been around for a long time. I'm getting uncomfortable with the seated position.
Yes. So, we found this house, posted on Facebook, and she was out of town, abandoning me.
I was in Chicago for work.
And so I came in and looked at it the day it went on the market, the day they were accepting making a decision on the offer. They basically had less than 24 hours from on the market to sold.
Well, it was less than 24 hours in total because it was like they started showing at 8 a.m. and offers had to be in by 1 p.m. And then they were reviewing the offers immediately.
So I looked at the house with the agent, and the basement was full of water. And the agent told me, if you go like 10,000 over ask, you're probably going to get this house. There's one other person looking at it. They were upstairs, and they may bid higher. We don't know. So the water in the basement was everywhere, coming from the sump pump. But the sump pump wasn't full. So I went and tested the sump pump by pulling up the float, and it started shooting everywhere. It was a $2 repair, and that's why we stole this house. We did an escalation up to, I think, 200,000, meaning if there's a higher offer than ours, we will come up and beat that by $2,000 up to 200,000. We got it for 182,000. $3,000 more than the house that needs to be completely gutted, and this is fully remodeled.
Yep.
It needs some things, but it's
kind of smelly.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff that it needs is more like surface level cosmetic kind of things. There are a couple of but I could live here and feel relatively safe and okay if I wanted to move my stuff today, but I don't. I haven't started packing, you guys.
This place has a new kitchen, a new-ish bathroom, lots of new stuff. The furnace will probably need to be replaced within the next few years. But other than that, it's in nice shape. There's some cosmetic things on the outside that I'm going to tackle, which you'll soon see in future videos. But overall, it's Move-in ready. Unlike that other house that was the same price and the same size.
Yep. And then the house before that,
The house before that was purchased by a viewer,
not one of my viewers, I don't think. Maybe.
someone who watches my main channel. I'm walking down the street one day in my pajamas. The only time I ever wore pajamas outside of the house, and I hear, "Resale rabbit?" I walked past a viewer's house, and her son, who also watches my videos, bought the house that I was looking at. So
I was looking.
we were looking at.
It was a really cool house. It has apple trees in the backyard. That's another thing I'm very excited about this house. So the backyard is weird, you guys. It's like very thin lot, but it goes back very far,
It's not much wider than the house,
basically.
and it's I figured they probably wanted to put a street through here at one point, and they decided, no, let's put a house here instead.
But so there's the house, then there's a little bit of backyard, and then there's a fence, and then beyond that, it's all fenced in, and it's all part of this house's property. I don't want to have to mow that, because that's a lot of land. It's got some trees and stuff in there, but I'm going to do some cool landscaping and gardening, and make it into like a little fairy garden with some fun outdoor seating and a fire pit. It's gonna be real cool, but probably not until next year because it's gonna get cold too soon for me to really accomplish very much back there.
I'm excited to see it when you finish.
In like 5 years. Maybe it'll just be all blackberry bushes, because that was another idea I had. It's just make it all blackberries. Those are delicious.
We would have so many bees.
It's good though.
No. Oh, wasps are the problem.
Oh yeah, don't want wasps. But bees are good. They will save the planet or something.
Yeah. Get rid of all the wasps. I got stung like 2 months ago and I still can't bend my ankle very far.
You've got to talk to somebody about that.
I'm talking to them about it.
Do any of you guys have a medical degree in stings?
Allergen specialist. If any of you is an allergen specialist and wants to give me a free consultation.
Also, by the time this goes up, Caleb Hammer's survey, I think, will be over. But if it's not, go onto Caleb Hammer's survey that he's doing and tell him to do a financial audit of Resale Rabbit, because I think that will be hilarious.
But he needs to fly me down. And he's gonna hate me.
I think you guys will get along.
You know that I don't take anything seriously. This is the second take of this video because I was cracking jokes.
That is not why it's the second take of this video.
Did I give out the address on this video or was that the last one?
I don't remember.
Well, if you want to see the pictures of this house, the address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. I should have said the actual address this time because now you knew that it wasn't going to be the real address.
Or you could have given out a different address. But I probably wouldn't have been able to guess any of the other ones.
I can't think of any of the
3049
famous
Ramada
addresses.
Way.
Yeah, there you go. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yep.
You don't know what that one is?
It's my house.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you weren't going to be able to guess anymore, and then you looked at me and went, yep.
Anyway, you guys, I don't think we can do videos together anymore.
I think we being together make the videos better.
That's true.
We should do all of our videos together. Next time you do a book video, I'll be in it just with the peanut gallery comments.
Probably won't happen because next week's video is already filmed and uploaded and you weren't in it. It's a book video though.
I mean, yay! I love all of her videos. There are just some that I love more than others.
Some of my videos are for a specific audience, and that's okay.
I still watch them.
I like the book video content. It just has not found its audience on my channel. So I don't know if I'll keep doing them on this channel or not.
And if you guys like books, be sure to subscribe.
Yes. And tell me books in the comments.
And if you think she should stop with this obviously fake accent and go back to her real Southern accent, comment that below.
I want to go into like a different accent, like an Irish or a German or something, but I'm so bad at accents.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, don't you know? Shrimp on the barbie. It's Australian.
That was not that was Australian words, but not dialect.
I don't know. I gotta think of a good phrase for a different thing. I knew Midwestern accent.
All right, I'll do one. British Morgan Freeman. Hello, Governor. I'm Morgan Freeman.
Do you guys watch Caleb Hammer?
Hip hip cheerio.
Is all of this just nonsense?
Probably. But you laughed, and that's what counts.
All right. I think we need to be done for the evening.
You're breaking up with me?
Just for the evening.
Wait, what does that mean?
Good night, sweet dreams.
Bye.